56 men risked their lives by signing the Declaration of Independence. At the time, it was an act of treason. But it had to be done in order for their country to achieve independence. In the grand scheme of things I do daily, none of them even comes close to presenting that kind of challenge, ever. That puts it into perspective, doesn't it? Stressing over a decision, a logo design, a headline, what product to create, what market to dive into. So how do you overcome friction? Step 1: do what Thomas Jefferson would do. Always take hold of things by the smooth handle. The smooth handle is always the decision that gets it done. Not perfectly, not without flaw or error, but ready to be used, tested, and improved. You don't even need to be in the same league as perfect, because, as old Thomas J.J. will further point out, never trust a man who won't accept that there is more than one way to spell a word. Or more than one way to get results. Because as TJ often liked to say, if you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. So what if that something you've never done was only doing it enough so you could see how to improve it? You learn by doing. You get better with practice. Practice doing. Okay, on to the last part of our equation. Overcoming external and peer pressure. Steve Jobs was known for occasionally answering emails randomly sent to his Apple email address. When an email from a critic harshly condemned Apple for imposing morality about porn, the critic later admitted that he was TWD, typing while drunk. Mr. Jobs responded with the following. By the way, what have you done that's so great? Do you just criticize others' work and belittle their motivations? I could leave it there and be pretty happy with you having just that perspective. Success attracts all kinds of judgments and emotions. Your job is to stand like a rock for what you have elected to do to better yourself. It's your life, no one else's, and as a citizen of the human race, you have earned the right to spend your time, effort, and yes, even money however the damn well you please. Because, do you know what will happen if you don't take a chance? Nothing. There have been 3 turning points in my journey as an entrepreneur. 1. Discovering that I want to be an entrepreneur. Like most, the initial desire to start a business stems from wanting things that I didn't have. And my initial goals were typical, almost universal: have more time, have more money, have more freedom. 2. Realizing the actual reasons I want to be an entrepreneur. After getting some money but at the sacrifice of time, I realized that my definition of freedom had been murky from the start. Having freedom wasn't about being free from responsibilities, or being exempt from external control. Freedom is about having the power to determine action without restraint. Without restraint. In other words, no fear. 3. Applying the actual reasons to my daily activity. Today, I will do what I am passionate about doing. I will execute actions that move me closer to my aspirations. I will conduct my activities with an audacious spirit and grateful acknowledgement. And at every moment, I will have no fear. That is freedom. I will have no fear. Freedom.